From $0 to success. Build wealth in your youth. What if I told you that a broke college kid with $12 in his bank account turned it into millions by 30 without a trust fund, without a fancy degree, and without any handouts? Sounds impossible, right? Stick around, because I'm about to show you how to go from zero to wealth in your youth, step by step. With secrets most people wish they knew in their 20s. Let's face it, you're young, you're hungry, but your bank account is screaming, help. You're staring at your phone, scrolling through Instagram, seeing influencers flexing their Lambos, their beach vacations, and their I made it lifestyles, while you're eating instant ramen for the third night in a row. The problem? Nobody teaches you how to build wealth when you're starting with nothing. Schools drill algebra into your brain, 10C system brain, but they don't tell you how to turn $0 into a fortune. So, how do you escape the broke trap and create a life of freedom? That's the mystery we're solving today, and trust me, it's not what you think. Here's the first big surprise. Wealth isn't just about money, it's about time, freedom, and choices. Picture this: year 25, working a 9-to-5 job you hate, barely covering rent. Now imagine waking up at 30 with enough cash to quit that job, travel the world, or start your dream business. That's wealth. But here's the catch. Most people think you need a big paycheck or a lucky break to get there. Wrong. The truth is, anyone can start building wealth right now, even with $0. If you know the right moves. Let's start with mindset, because this is where it all begins. You've got to stop thinking like a broke person. Broke people see money as something to spend. Wealthy people see it as a tool to grow. Imagine your mind as a garden. What you plant grows. If you're planting excuses like I'm too young or I don't have enough, you're growing weeds. Instead, plant seeds of opportunity. Look at Sarah Blakely. She was a door-to-door salesperson with $5,000 to her name when she invented Spanx. By 40, she was a billionaire. Her secret? She believed she could solve a problem and acted on it. Ask yourself this: what problem can you solve? That's your first step to wealth. But here's where it gets wild. You don't need a big idea like Spanx to start. Small, consistent actions are the real game changer. Saving $1 a day doesn't sound sexy, but let's do the math. $1 a day for 10 years at a 7% annual return, that's over $5,000. Bump it to $5 a day, and you're looking at $25,000. That's a down payment on a house or a business startup fund. The trick? Automate it. Set up a savings account and make it untouchable. But wait, how do you save when you're barely scraping by? That's the next surprise. You don't need a high-paying job to make money. You need high-value skills. Think about it. A barista makes $15 an hour. A freelance coder can make $50 an hour. Skills like coding, digital marketing, or graphic design can be learned for free online, YouTube, Coursera, you name it. Spend 6 months learning one, and you've just doubled your income potential. Look at Alex, a guy I read about on X. He was a pizza delivery driver at 19. Taught himself web development on free websites, and by 22, he was earning $80,000 a year freelancing. No degree, no connections, just hustle. What skill could you learn that pays more than your current job? Now, here's the third big shocker. One income stream is a trap. Relying on a single paycheck is like putting all your eggs in one basket. If it breaks, you're done. Wealthy people have multiple streams of income. Imagine this. You've got your day job, but you're also selling a digital product on Etsy, driving for Uber on weekends, and renting out a spare room on Airbnb. Each stream adds to your wealth pile. Take Lisa, a 24-year-old teacher who started a blog about meal prepping. She made $200 in her first year, but by year 3, it was pulling in $10,000 a month through ads and sponsorships. What's your side hustle idea? Even something small can snowball into something huge. But none of this works if you don't master your money. Budgeting isn't boring, it's your superpower. Track every dollar you spend for 30 days, and you'll be shocked at how much leaks out on coffee, subscriptions, or impulse buys. Use apps like Mint or YNAB to see where your money's going. Then, follow the 50-30-20th rule. 50% for necessities, 30% for wants, and 20% for savings or investments. Can't hit 20%? Start with 5% and work up. The key is to live below your means. Imagine cutting out one $5 latte a week. That's $260 a year. Invest that at 8% for 20 years, and it's over $1,200. Small cuts, big wins. Speaking of investments, here's where things get exciting. You don't need to be rich to invest, you just need to start early. Time is your biggest asset in your 20s. Let's say you invest $100 a month in a low-cost index fund starting at 20. By 40, with an average 7% return, you've got over $60,000. Wait till 30 to start, and you'll have half that. The magic is compound interest deeds, like a snowball rolling downhill, getting bigger every year. Open a Roth IRA or a brokerage account with apps like Robinhood or Vanguard. But here's the kicker. Don't try to time the market. Just keep investing no matter what. Look at Warren Buffett. He started investing as a kid and turned pocket change into billions. You can't be Buffett, but you can start today. Now, let's talk about debt. because this is a wealth killer. Credit card debt, student loans, car loans, they're like anchors dragging you down. The average American has $6,000 in credit card debt at 20% interest. Pay that off in a year, and you've saved thousands in interest. Use the debt snowball method. Pay off your smallest debt first, then roll that payment into the next one. Imagine the freedom of being debt-free by 25, no stress, no monthly payments, just pure opportunity. But here's the hard truth. You've got to stop swiping that card. If you can't pay cash, you can't afford it. Networking is another secret weapon. Rich people don't build wealth alone. They surround themselves with smarter, wealthier people. Imagine walking into a room full of entrepreneurs, investors, and mentors. One conversation could change your life. Attend local business meets. Join online communities on X, or cold mail someone you admire. Be bold. I saw a post about a 21-year-old who emailed a CEO for advice and ended up with a job offer worth $90,000. Your network is your net worth. Who's one person you could reach out to this week? Here's something nobody tells you. Patience is your superpower. Wealth isn't built overnight. It's built through years of discipline, learning, and small wins. Imagine planting a tree. Today, 5 years from now, it's giving you shade, fruit, and value. Your money works the same way. Every dollar you save, invest, or earn is a seed, but you've got to water it with consistency. Most people give up because they want instant results, not you. You're in your 20s, and time is on your side. Let's wrap this up with a reality check. Starting from $0 isn't easy, but it's possible. Look at Oprah. She grew up with nothing, worked her way through local radio, and built an empire. Or take Chris Gardner, the homeless single dad who became a stockbroker and inspired the movie The Pursuit of Happiness. These people didn't have handouts, they had grit, skills, and a plan. You can too. Start today with one small step. Save $1, learn a skill, or reach out to a mentor. By the time you're 30, you could be living a life most people only dream of. If this video blew your mind, smash that like button. It really helps the channel grow. And if you want more tips on building wealth and crushing it in your 20s, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss a video. What's your first step to building wealth? Drop it in the comments. I'm reading every single one.